Red IT5 with a special announcement. Mission to Zyxx will be performing our first ever international live show on September 15th as part of the London Podcast Festival. Get your tickets at missiontozyxx.space or at kingsplace.co.uk.
It is a time of fear and unrest. Emperor Nermut Bundaloy rules the galaxy with an iron fist, and also a planet crusher. Now, Zima Knight, Pleck Decksetter, and his intrepid crew travel the farthest reaches of the galaxy to defeat Whackness, bring balance to the space, and meet weird bug creatures and stuff. This is Mission to Zyxx.
AC-53.
Yes.
How's the progress going on that transmission we got on the microchip?
Limited. But I have my latest attempt at decryption, and I've gotten a little bit more. Listen to this.
I can almost pick it out.
I've actually been toying with my source code a little bit for the sake of improved cryptography ability.
Well,
how about that?
Wait, no, C53, you're not supposed to edit your source code.
I know I'm not supposed to, but we need to decrypt this message. My conversation with Oak Tree sort of changed my mind about that.
Well, she changed your programming at the root level about it. Right, but it was a check and balance that keeps you from doing something incredibly dangerous to your ones and zeros.
Or it was a false barrier to self-improvement.
Anyway.
Like, there's some safeguards that are in place for good reason.
Right.
Yeah, like the safety in my bug gun.
Sure.
A great
yeah,
example.
Absolutely. Perfect
really
example. Thank you, AJ.
About, but yes, yeah.
I'm just getting a sandwich.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of like, when you sneeze, you close your eyes.
Is that so?
Maybe you do.
Is that so?
Not me.
You don't close your eyes?
No, I was genetically bred not to close my eyes when I sneeze.
So what happens to your eyes when you sneeze?
They get a little bigger and they go back in.
Okay, well that seems not great.
Yeah, you should just do it voluntarily.
No, I have to be always ready, constantly alert.
Even when you're...
I'm like, watch, lock and load. I still know what's going on.
They bulged.
They press up against the visor.
I saw the wet outline of two spheroids.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Jeez.
I'm Bargie, and I approve of this message.
What? Wait, Bargie?
I'm Bargie, and I approve of this message.
Bargie, are you running for something?
What? No, I just, fun news. I'm back in the biz, babe. And, my agent got me some work. He just told me to record a bunch of these lines. I don't know what they're for, but, I'm approving of a bunch of things, I guess.
Wait, Bargie,
so hold on, let me do like 25 more of these.
Bargie, you shouldn't approve things if you don't know what they are.
I'm Bargie, and I approve of this message.
Hey,
that's too much.
Did anyone ever ask Bargie where she went when she, left us?
Yeah, Bargie, where did you go when we were on Cheryl?
Let me do a sexy take. I'm Bargie, and I approve of this message.
Well, I'm aroused.
That was a sexy take?
Let me tell you, amongst ships, that really gets gas bubbling.
I saw a lot of exhaust being belched out the back of you during that line.
Bargie, I have an incoming transmission from Leximar Pwench.
Yeah, of course.
Baby B!
Hey, baby, you.
Yeah, hilarious. I love you. You're so funny.
Yeah.
You look. I can only see your interior, but you look amazing.
I've lost a lot of weight.
You have. I was going to say
stress and
it. It
anxiety.
was on the tip of my tongue.
Right.
I was going to say
It's not healthy. It's like an unhealthy way to lose weight.
Oh, good. That's the best kind.
I've been sickly sometimes.
Oh, good.
A lot of stress.
Great. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Barge, I just want to say, you're back. I've got a great opportunity for you.
Really?
There's 2 high-profile directs.
Oh, really?
As we call them in
What
the
are the
biz.
names?
That are, if you just give me the chords, I will send them your way.
Bargie,
yeah.
Barge,
Yeah?
We're back on top. Everything.
On top?
Yeah.
Everything's forgiven, forgotten,
Oh,
all the
100,
things.
1,000,000,000%. What exactly did you do? You want to just to say it for me and just, enunciation would be fabulous.
Well, if I were to be completely honest,
Bargie,
say
you should
exactly what it is I've done, list by
Bargie,
list.
don't
like,
incriminate
Mike,
yourself like
A
this.
different bullet points.
Bargie, I'm gonna terminate this transmission here. I think.
I'm in the middle of a conversation that's
No,
kind of
Bargie,
rude.
I don't think you want to give away that information to anyone.
Ooh, what kind of hot goss are we talking about?
Hey, Dar, wow!
Duh, you're looking amazing.
You're back to regular size.
Thank you. It's just like all the ups and downs of pregnancy, and then finally it just all clicks,
Remember when you were huge and then your head got small and then you were like...
Yeah, I'm going to categorize that as an up and a down of
sure.
pregnancy.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
Which one was the up and which one was the down?
Being huge, up, small head, down.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, Dar, you look happy and healthy and...
Yeah, no, this is great. We're in the home stretch, just a couple more months, and, this little sentient creature will slide out of one of my chutes.
You don't know which one?
No, it's always a surprise.
Oh, wow.
That's sort of fun. Dar, I think you're going to make a fantastic parent.
Thank you, C.
I'm Bargie and I approve of this message.
Ah, thanks, Barge.
She was actually...
Yeah, I'm not sure that's related, but,
Papa Decksetter, I have an incoming transmission from Master Missions Operations Manager Nermut.
All right. Hey, Nermut.
Hey, guys. Oh, this is the wrong one.
Nermut, you got a lot of scrolls back there, buddy.
Yeah, I thought that was the right one. It's in here. I know it.
Go.
Nermut, I don't think you're supposed to be, diving into the scrolls like that.
No, it's how I found it in the first place.
It's sort of like what a cartoon character would do.
What?
Yeah, I just feel like normally you would just, take out each one, read it, store it away.
I have been trying, and
You have a shelf for anything?
I set them all up, and then the Zimas come in here and just play around, and I have to do it all over again. There's they're monkeying around in
They
here.
just come in and mess around.
No, not now. Guys, guys, not now. See,
Okay, I get it.
doing
Yeah,
my
that's
best.
very frustrating.
Guys, here's the question that popped into my head. I sat upright from a deep sleep, and I thought, who is writing these scrolls?
That's something that came to you in a dream?
I mean,
Yeah, that's what a boring dream.
No, it's what?
I mean, it's a good question. It's just not a very
Dreaming
compelling.
about work. You're focusing on it too hard.
Yes. And then I started doing research and cross-referencing handwriting on these scrolls and realized that many, many of the oldest scrolls were written by the same hand of a young and very powerful prodigy of the space, Kor Balevore.
whoa.
What a badass name. Kor Balevore.
I know, right?
Okay, that's just, yeah, it's a very cool name.
Guys, Kor Balevore is definitely one of the most powerful and freshest.
Okay, just let him go. Just let him. He's in that cargo hold by himself. He's not hurting anyone.
Yeah, I'll be in the. I'm gonna be play acting Kor Balevore. Kor Balevore.
Let him swing his.
Yeah, watch out! Here comes Kor Balevore.
Okay, Nermut. So, yeah, this Zima had a cool name. What's the point?
That's not even the good part. That's
Okay.
not why I called. I called about this.
All right, Nermut.
I was reaching for my cigarillo ashtray, and I knocked over the stack of
Oh,
scrolls.
boy. Okay.
No, Blair, follow me here. I knocked over the stack of scrolls, so they landed in reverse order, and the backs of the scrolls fanned out. And guys, I'm gonna pull my camera back. Look at this.
What am I looking at, Nermut?
It's a map.
Well, it kind of just looks like a bunch of doodles.
That's what a map is.
Nermut, you have to stop smoking cigarillos. They're turning you into a crazy person, I
No,
think.
these scrolls, I thought they were all words, but the lines of writing form a map that's an astrogation chart.
Nermut, you're telling us that Kor Balevore is somewhere...
Kor Balevore needed us to find this exact orientation of scrolls falling out of this pile in order to find him. This is why...
That seems dubious.
Normally, I'd be the first to point out that Nermut should stop smoking cigarillos, but I think he's actually
Look at it.
Right, like if this down here is Zima Prime.
Right.
And then this, of course, is the Tremillion cluster.
Right.
And, I mean, we have essentially a roadmap to wherever Kor Balevore is.
Bargie, can you do a screenshot of the hollow screen so you get this map?
And Bargie and I approve of this message.
Great.
I got it.
Okay.
Just do some simple substitution here.
C-53, do those coordinates lead to an actual place?
Well, believe it or not, they lead right here to Muffalata Secundus.
Muffalata Secundus?
That's right.
Is that a system?
It's a planet.
And one of my favorite positions.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you've never tried it?
I think you know that I haven't.
I think you would prefer being the Secundus.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
You need a lot of core strength to be the Muffalata.
Fair enough. Well, great. Let's...
This is clearly why we ran into Durf. This is why Bargie dumped me on Zima Prime. It's all making sense.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay. What's that song that you're singing?
I just made it up.
Okay.
Well, hey there, mister. I'm Tooper Spickle. I'm a little wooden boy who's also a Zima Knight in training, on my way to Zima Prime. Boy, oh boy. Did you know there's a prophecy about me? Ooh-wee, it's a tragic one. Apparently, I'm the chosen one of letting my wide-eyed innocence put me into dangerous situations. How about that? Hey, mister, have you seen the Zima Prime website at zimaprime.space? Golly, it's a keen website. It's got everything an aspiring Zima like me could ever want. Blog posts from Zima Masters, a Destiny quiz, a Zima name generator, and a members-only page with secret scrolls to decipher. And you know how they made it? With Wix.com, where anyone can make a professional website by themselves. Say, are you headed to Zima Prime too? It's a swell place, I hear. Full of nice folks who don't suspect a thing. Any whistle, Wix.com lets you choose from over 500 stunning customizable templates or start from scratch. Everything is automatically optimized for any device, and every site includes Wix's powerful SEO tools, so it's easier to find you online. And guess what, mister? If you go to Wix.com and use the coupon code Zyxx, you'll get 10% off any premium plan, giving you more storage, a free domain for a year, and a couple of black licorice wheels. I don't know, that last one was a guess. You know, speaking of websites, I was on an InfoWeb forum about the space, and some Zimas were talking about how the Wax Sparks Knights have returned from the shadows and are growing in power once again. Should I be concerned about that? Boy, I hope not. Hot diggity, I can't wait to get to Zima Prime.
Oh my Rod, this whole planet's covered in lava.
Chuck, yeah! Finally, a lava planet. This rules!
What is the attraction of a lava planet?
Hardcore, you know?
Yeah.
It's like the possibility that you could misstep and start melting.
Yeah, also,
That's it, Dar. It's just
AJ,
like
we should consider the possibility that Tellurians can't survive on this planet.
Only the strong survive on a lava planet, Papa.
Almost no one survives on the lava planet.
Exactly.
Lava melts
Okay.
you.
Well, how hardcore is that?
I'm taking a look at the topography here, Papa Decksetter, and it seems like there's enough Cool's rock that we could set on, which will still be very hot, but tolerable for Tellurian.
So it's like just
Right.
cooler lava?
I mean, in a way, yes.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's what rocks are. A lot of rocks.
Wait, what? Rocks are
Yeah,
lava?
AJ, I'll explain later.
Let's go.
All right, Bargie, let's open up the hatch. Here we go.
You can really feel the rocks. The lava?
No, I think what we're feeling is the lava.
Okay,
AJ.
alright. The lava.
Well, this point remains, it's very hot. Mike, you might want to be a little careful here. Not only is it very hot on the surface of Muffalata Secundus, but those carrion birds don't look particularly friendly.
Yeah, they're on fire.
Jeez. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're gonna dive bomb you like that every once in a while.
Oh, okay, AJ, let's just stand down for a
Rules.
second.
Best mission ever already.
Okay, look, we just need to
Hands
find
Because you
Kor
shot
Balevore.
down a bird?
It's like a fire skull bird. It's such a badass planet, Papa. It's lava and awesome. Kor Balevore lives, of course he does.
Well, we don't know that. I mean, this information...
Oh, the bird is still alive.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we did.
I can take you to him.
You're not dead?
We never die, we just get more annoying.
That's an interesting evolution.
Oh, this is awesome.
Sure.
We would actually, we're looking for Kor Balevore, so if you know where he is.
Oh, I do.
Significantly more annoying.
Oh, this rules. We're following this, like, weird, bony, on-fire crow to that really scary castle. This totally rules.
This is not what I would have pictured, a Zima Knight's...
Is it just crowing, or is it saying kill?
I don't know. It's... Okay, I think we get... Thank you. Okay, thank you.
AJ, do us a favor. Don't shoot me.
Okay, sorry, guys.
Yeah, I mean, that bird was just kind of circling. It was kind of sinister, but then you shot it and it got real right up in our grills.
This is all badass. Look at that castle's made of it's like spiky and a shiny rock. Like
this looks like it's carved from shards of volcanic rock. This is crazy.
Wow. I mean, this seems to be the only structure on the planet that could possibly have a person in it.
Wow, a fog that talks just rolled in real fast.
You guys heard that too? No. I mean, it was saying my name.
Yeah, I don't think that's the good part.
Oh.
This is so awesome. Look at all these chains and bones. Totally badass.
Papa Decksetter, are we sure that we are meeting a powerful Zima warrior? I'm just saying a lot of the stuff around here feels... And obviously, I'm not the expert here. No, not awesome, AJ.
Okay.
It feels very whack. Okay. So this is sort of what I'm talking about.
Yes, let's do this.
Hello?
Okay. Yeah.
AJ, don't just run in there.
AJ,
Hey, my name's AJ.
Oh boy.
Okay. So we follow him, right?
Okay, let's do this.
I guess we should.
Oh, so many torches.
Yeah, I'm just gonna close this door here.
Welcome all to Frata Secundus. You must forgive my choir of lava crows. They mean only the best.
Yeah, it's no problem. Sorry, AJ shot one. I really apologize about that.
Then worse for luck is your friend AJ, for to shoot a lava crow is to invite only more peevesomeness into one's life.
We got it pretty annoying.
Indeed, yeah.
You must forgive me for my current state, chained as I am in ancient bindings of pure space.
So awesome.
Yeah, I was wondering.
I'm not even seeing those chains. There's chains?
Papa, do you see the chains?
I don't, but I mean he's not moving.
Pleck, Decksetter.
Yes.
Look not with your eyes of flesh. Reach into the core of your being.
It's actually eye of flesh.
Yeah, I actually don't. I'm halfway there because I only have one eye, so.
Oh, shit. Oh,
it's fine.
Just me. I'm so sorry. I didn't notice.
Totally
no, that's 100% on me. My condolences on your injury.
It's really not a big deal. I mean, depth perception.
I understand your plight only too well, for indeed, both of my eyes were lost in battle long ago as a warrior of the Zima.
Yeah.
AJ, don't cheer that information.
So awesome. How did it happen?
I was fighting on the front lines, and I found myself astride a massive column in the ruins of ancient Balgarean. A spark's knight reached out with a spar of giant glass and cut my eyes from my head. Blinded by this injury, I held aloft my wood saber and hurled it across the battlefield and cut him down where he stood.
Wow.
You threw a stick at someone and they died?
Was it a sharp wood saber?
Blunt as could be.
Wow. That must be a relief that you've replaced them with those far superior ocular sensors. I mean,
So awesome.
Oh yeah, high gear eye for the Kor Balevore guy.
Yes, a cyborg is what I am called. My eyes were cut from my head, as my arms were cut from my torso. My legs from my waist. And
the same person doing this to you? Or?
Over years of fighting on the front lines of the Zyxx Knights, eventually my head was cut from my torso, and then my
So are you dead?
No. What part? No, when would I have died?
When your head was cut from your torso?
Did they keep
I was fighting.
Heart?
No, well, it's a... Okay, so hold up. I was fighting with an enormous crabbo. Wood saber in his clawed hands, striking down upon me. He
used the wood
severed...
saber, not the claws? He used the wood saber, not the claws.
This guy was extremely hat on a hat. He was very... There was a lot of extra stuff. He has a thick carapace, and he was wearing armor, and the armor had...
That's too much.
It's a lot. He was extremely extra.
So
It was crazy. Oh, yeah, sorry. So, yes, I was slapped down. My head severed from my neck. Now, what I didn't mention is I was fighting in a hospital, and in the step that I took, I literally was taking a step into a Cybertronic replacement chamber. So, I mean, talk about an extremely lucky break.
That's the space, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is the space. In a later combat, my torso was severed from my head, arms, and legs.
That seems very unlikely.
Okay, hold on.
His head, arms, and legs got cut off.
No. Wait, but then which part did you keep after that?
So, I was hanging off the prow of a spaceship, my wood saber in my hand, to leap from the front and cut an enemy destroyer in half with my wood saber. I leapt, and one of the enemy cannon fired and blew my torso. Blew the center out. Now, here's what I didn't mention. The enemy ship was running extremely low on ammunition. They had run completely out of torpedoes, phasers, all manner of weaponry, and what they had begun firing was Cybertronic torsos.
Okay, that seems...
What a story. Truly the best story I've ever heard in my entire life.
Kor Balevore, I have been training to become a Zyxx warrior, and it's all led me here, to Mufalata Secundus, to meet you. Please, show me what I can do to fulfill my destiny.
Ah, yes, brave Pleck. The space has led you here.
Yes.
This is so awesome.
These bindings were put in place by the Zyxx in ages long past. Only the pure of heart may unnate them.
Well, then we might be on the way.
Okay, C-53, I'm pretty pure of heart.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Kor Balevore, did you say that the Zyxx put the chains in?
I mean, no, wait, what did you say? What did you say?
I think, wait, did you say the enemies of the Zyxx or the Zyxx?
Right, what would you say?
Well, we're on the side of the fresh, right, Papa?
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly, so am I, so then you're the enemies of the Zyxx, which is what I said.
Oh, okay, cool.
The point being, I am trapped here in these chains of pure space.
I am in the middle of...
Oh, you're gonna leave me here with this guy and AJ?
He's chained, I think. I still can't see anything.
It's the space, man. Come on.
Okay, listen, Kor, I apologize. Just give me one moment. C-53, what is it?
Like, this guy's like insanely evil. Is he not?
I don't know. I mean, you spend a couple 100 years on a volcano planet, you're gonna be a little bit
You're
intense.
telling me was that they chained a good Zima up on a volcano planet using bards of pure space. And then that guy trained a fleet of lava crows to sing in a minor chord.
But C-53, you're not seeing the big picture. This is clearly a prison made by the Whack.
Okay, sir.
That could be anything. That
could be anything?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, look, that crow's on fire. Who knows what that crow's talking about?
I don't even need to eat anymore. This is just for fucking kicks.
See, welcome back to the conversation.
What did I miss?
What you missed. This guy is pure evil.
Cool, I think we gotta go.
Listen,
I am so sorry to butt in, and this is on me. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The reason I enjoy drinking the blood of the innocent is that I myself am innocent and require their blood to sustain myself.
Checks out for me.
I just don't think that's how that would work.
Well, what do you not get about it? He's innocent, so he needs the blood of the innocent.
Yeah, AJ,
You know what I mean?
that might be true.
AJ, listen.
So have you always been Kor Balevore? That's like such an awesome name.
I have been known by many names. Kor Balevore was my given name. I was also known in my years of service as Geusz Malice.
Geusz Malice?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Geusz Malice?
I hate to do this, but I would love if Pleck and I could have a word alone.
We call those asides. They happen all the time. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, guys, just give me just 1 second.
We'll be over here.
Kor.
Is this blood of the innocents for everyone, or what's the deal?
Pleck, perhaps some privacy.
Sure, I guess.
I call upon the mists of the castle of Kor Balevore.
C-53? AJ!
You and I have much to discuss. Pleck,
Yes.
your friends pour poison into your ears. They speak lies, for they fear the power of the space within you. How fares your training, young knight?
Yeah. Listen, Kor, to be honest, it's been a little bit disheartening.
I am so sorry to hear that, young Pleck. Surely your mentor has been diligent and by your side at all times?
Durf? No. We've actually only hung out like 3 times, and he's died at the end of each of those encounters. I wouldn't say we've had a lot of quality time together, Durf and me.
It's almost like he would rather be dead than see you.
Yes, it literally is like that.
Well, at least you've got such supportive crewmates. Your friends.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think so. Bargie doesn't... I'm not positive she knows my name. Dara's kind of caught up with, the baby right now, and I get that. C-53 doesn't believe in the space is really the biggest problem. And AJ, he means well, but he's incredibly stupid.
Well, just because you don't see eye to eye with all your crewmates, at least they always treat you with respect, don't they?
Kor, I sleep at an angle in a bedroom the size of a phone booth because Dar has 3 mattresses and won't give me one.
That sounds pretty jacked up, my guy.
I couldn't sleep in the cargo hold because they had a bean in there.
Yes, how does it make you feel, Pleck?
Bad. You know what? It makes me feel bad, Kor. It makes me feel a little bit like my crew doesn't respect me enough, even though I'm doing as much as I can to save the galaxy.
You think he's being tempted in there?
Oh, of course.
I don't know.
This evil dark magic, like Cone of Silence?
Yeah, that seems weird.
I think Pop is fine, though, right, Dark? Because, I mean, he loves us. Like, we're his crew, right? Like, he's not gonna, like, turn on us.
Oh, no, we torture him mercilessly.
Maybe. Well, guys, I'm nice to him. Are you guys not?
We could have been better to him, I think is what I'll say.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just yell to him and try to encourage him.
Oh, Pleck, your friends call out to you from beyond the veil of silence. They are worried that you will discover your true nature. Notice your friends have only come to respect you at the threshold of you claiming power. All of your kindness to them made you weak in their eyes.
Yeah, I think they've literally said that to me.
Pleck, have you ever thought about what it would feel like to receive an invitation to a social event and respond maybe?
I've always wanted to do that. I can't be forced to make a decision weeks ahead of time.
Imagine the power of forcing a host to think of whether or not you will arrive at their shindig.
Yes, I'm the one going all the way to their place.
Do you know what you would call that, replying maybe to an event?
Would be,
Whack. Pleck. That's a whack thing to do.
But Kor, how can you be whack? You wrote so many of the Zima scrolls.
Of course, Pleck. Scrolls written in the heyday of my zealotry for the Zima. Long did I toil for them, and great strides were made. My prowess with the wood saber was second to none. Advancements in the arts of freshness were mine for the making, and I crafted the greatest weapon our order has ever known. The Dinglehopper.
Wait, the Dinglehopper?
A wood saber unmatched throughout the galaxy.
That's... I have that. I have the Dinglehopper.
Holy shit! That's wild! What are the odds?
I know, that's nutso.
That is, that's 100% nutso. That's crazy.
This is the same one, right? It's not just a different wood saber.
No, I'm looking at it right now. Wow! I know it's like coincidences or whatever, it's like the space, that's like what the deal is, but I'm not gonna lie, this is a wild one.
Right, yeah.
Well, I would love to get down from these chains and hold that bad boy.
Yes, Kor, I shall use the Dinglehopper to free you from your prison.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's making the noise. Listen. It makes a noise.
You're doing it, Pleck.
What's that? It's kind of glow a little bit. Can you see that? That's not a great sign.
Cut me loose, my darling boy! You've done it. I am free, my sweet boy.
Whoa.
Come and kiss me, my sweet crows. Well, hello. C-53, Dar, AJ.
Hey, Kor, my buddy's here saying that you might be evil.
What's
up with that?
Gosh, Malice, are you evil or what?
Well, from my point of view, the Zima are evil.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Listen, Kor's got a point. You know, we went to Zima Prime. We met everybody. They couldn't get their shit together.
We are extremely efficient over on the whack side. You might say that we are ruthlessly efficient.
Yeah, but the Zima were like cool. They were like nice.
What's cool about being nice?
I don't know. Being nice is...
Spell it out for me, AJ. Explain using words why it's cool to be nice.
Hey, you don't yell at him like that.
Yeah, you lay off this dummy.
Yeah, we yell at him like that.
Very well. If you're chosen the fresh side, then I have no choice left but to summon my ancient wood saber.
He just grabbed it out of my hand.
Pleck, that was your Winston.
You just stole my dinglehopper.
The Dinglehopper! I summoned it by stealing it because I'm whack as hell! Crows! Lift me up!
Justice!
No, AJ, no!
Bug gun activated. Back me up on this C-53.
They're gonna get so annoying. No, it's so hard to listen to.
This blows! This planet will devour itself. Pleck, come with me through the portal.
You're not gonna go with this guy, are you?
You know what, C-53, I might, okay?
Why would you do that?
I'm pretty sick of all this fresh nonsense. I'm sick of the crew treating me like juck and crap all the time. I'm sick of sleeping at a 45-degree angle.
Tell them.
Papa, did it ever jucking occur to you that they tease you because they like you?
That's not a thing,
That's
AJ.
what everybody does to me.
That's-
I'm the most well-liked person on the ship.
AJ, you're a big, dumb idiot. You know what I think AJ stands for?
What?
A jucking moron.
That's uncalled for.
This is arguably the wackest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, C-53, you know what? I think you're sort of a know-it-all. Anyone ever told you that? Anyone ever told you that, C-53? Okay, all right. You know what? Dar, don't look down on me, Dar. Don't look down on me. You know it's physically impossible not to.
Don't get me an attitude.
Okay, all right.
I'm here to know.
Look at how quickly the fresh may fall. There is another way. The Emperor offers benefits to all his most loyal servants.
What's the mattress situation?
As many mattresses as you could hope to sleep on. I sleep on a tower of mattresses, hundreds of mattresses tall.
Seems deeply impractical.
I am afraid constantly of falling off. The slightest breeze sends the tower of mattresses careening through the sky. I scream non-stop as I attempt to sleep.
Not if you're screaming all night long.
Pleck, take my hand. You could be as a son to me. Step through as I have just done and join me. I just stepped through the portal in the room. And you're on the other side still, but I'm through on the other side.
No, we're all seeing it.
I just wanted to be clear spatially what's going on. Some of the crows are through the portal with me, and a few other different crows are still on the other side of the portal with you.
I'm on this side!
Yeah, we can hear those girls. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, I'm coming.
We're gonna die here.
What?
Yeah, it's starting to look like that.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what?
What?
It's me, C-53, talking to you. Your best friend. And I got one thing to say to you.
Oh,
Out of it!
Ow!
Now, Bar, what the heck are you doing?
Ow! You hit me in the face!
Yeah, I know. You were about to join the Emperor.
Papa, I know you were kidding and didn't mean it, but some of that stuff would have hurt if I'd really thought about it.
Slap! How dare you! I'd be sunning my genitals on the jucking beach in Hollywood if it weren't for you. You're the one who convinced me to be here in the first place.
Slap!
Ow!
Hey,
AJ!
we're doing one.
Oh, we're not doing more?
Too many, buddy.
Wait, why does a crow hit me?
Crow, you're kind of not part of this.
Pleck, dip your head through the portal real quick for a hot second.
Pleck!
It's gonna be a lot more than a second. It's gonna be real hot.
Kor, I'll just come in here real quick and grab my dinglehopper.
What? Slap!
Ow!
Don't you have any self-respect, you miserable, worthless maggot?
AJ, what did you just do?
I think I closed the portal.
How did you do that?
Well, good question, Papa. I think I sort of saw the space between Kor's heart and mind. It was a space I filled with time. I guess that's pretty much explains it.
I guess.
Does it feel tingly? Is that how it's supposed to feel? Like my arm fell asleep?
Maybe.
Can we see the lava now?
No,
I closed
no.
the portal. Let's just do this.
Guys, we should probably get out of here.
Oh, yeah, this castle is
absolutely.
falling apart in a big way. We maybe should call Bargie.
Plenty of extra blood if you decide.
Oh, that's...
I'll
thank
take
you.
it, Rhodey. Let's do
No.
this.
No, we're good.
No.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be okay?
Yeah, we're being fired.
Oh, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Checks out.
Okay.
Take care.
Yeah. Sorry I asked. Okay. Wow, we really went to a pretty dark place there for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
I suppose that's true.
Papa, you said some pretty
Guys,
awful things to
I
me.
really owe you guys an apology.
Apology accepted.
Thank you, AJ.
Yeah! We're accepting apologies. Chuck yeah!
I don't know how it happened, but, for a while there, a lot of the stuff that Kor was saying kind of made sense to me. And
Well, Pleck, that fog that was surrounding you also was like flowing in and out of your ears, like it was going through your head or something.
Yeah, you
What?
had like glowing red eyes and shit.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it was just his conversational charm.
He was a very powerful whack wizard.
He was a whack master.
You're hit by a real whack attack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Papa Decksetter, I have an incoming transmission from Master Missions Operations Manager Nermut Bundaloy.
hey, Nermut.
Oh, thank gosh I caught you guys. So I had a small detail wrong. So before you go
Yeah.
to Mufalata Secundus, I shouldn't have kicked the Zimas out because they explained that this is actually a map to where they imprisoned him
Okay, yeah.
after he became incredibly whack.
We already
So,
went.
oh.
Yeah. I was seduced. I said some things
No,
I regret.
no.
He stole my wood saber. I stole
What?
it back, and everything's cool. So
Yeah.
don't.
You know what? In fact, everything is great.
Yeah?
Apologies have been
yeah.
accepted!
Oh, cool.
I have 2 directorships in front of me right now. We're in the middle of a deep conversation about my next role. Everything's
Congrats.
Oh, look at all these
amazing
flowers.
and back on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're asking a lot of intrusive questions, but I know it's just part for the plot, you know what I mean?
So for the scene I'm imagining, it really mines kind of the dark backstory of not just the character, but the actress. So what are some of the things you've done, and be pretty specific about dates and victims, that are maybe the worst things ever?
Wow, yeah, doesn't this sound great, guys?
I'm not sure these
And
are
the things I've done have been horrible.
Don't listen to that robot. And, Bargie, just speak, enunciate clearly.
Barge, you gotta know this isn't right.
Wow, everything is amazing. I've never been this on top, but at my own volition. You know what I mean? I did this. I did it. It was me. I did everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got her on tape. Roger and Jade, you are under arrest. We are shutting down your systems and clamping on the cuff.
Sorry, I didn't get the script. Am I in a scene right now, or is,
The cuff?
Oh.
Whoa, there's a lot of ships coming in from hyperspace.
Bargie, what is happening?
I think these directors are clearly police officers, and that I am under arrest.
Does anyone hear that sound? It's like something like spilling salt or something.
Oh. No, it's not salt, it's sand. It's a lot of sand. There's so much sand everywhere.
There's also kind of like electricity
Where's all
coming out
that
of
sand
this.
coming from?
Oh, dark.
Every other arrest.
Okay. Don't worry, I have been programming myself for just such an occasion. I've been altering my code so that I could perform the medical functions necessary to help you deliver if necessary. I altered my source code, and I'm sure it's gonna...
What are you saying?
C-53. Oh, no.
Hey, Pleck?
Yes.
Pleck?
Yes.
Am I going into labor?
I think so.
My tube broke!
This is C-Red IT5, credits and attributions droid commencing outro protocol. Papa Pleck Decksetter was played by Alden Ford. C-53 and Master Kia Rondo were played by Jeremy Ben. Dar was played by Allie Kokesh. Bargie the Ship and the Lava Crow were played by Moujan Zolfaghari. Master Missions Operations Manager Nermut Bundaloy and more Lava Crows were played by Seth Lind. AG and Master Pal were played by Winston Noel. Kor Balevore was played by special guest Brennan Lee Mulligan. Brennan is the Dungeon Master of Dimension 20, a cast member of College Humor, and the writer of Strong Female Protagonist. Find him on Twitter at BrennanLM, on Instagram at Brennan Lee Mulligan, and in real life at the bottom of an ancient ruin full of traps and puzzles. This episode was edited by Seth Lind with sound design and mixed by Shane O'Connell. Recorded at Robert Downey Jr.'s Puppy Palace in Brooklyn, New York, and Headgum Studios in Los Angeles. Music composed by Brendan Ryan and performed by Fame's Macedonian Symphonic Orchestra. Opening crawl narration by Jeremy Crutchley. Ship design for the Bargarean Jade by Eric Geusz. Audio hosting by Simplecast. Mission to Zyxx is a proud member of the Maximum Fun Network.
Hey, James.
Hey, Neke. What we doing, girl?
We are inviting the awesome listeners of Maximum Fun to join us at Minority Corner.
Ooh, fun.
But you know how we go on Tangent City.
We're the joint mayors.
We're not going to do that, okay?
Soup's focused.
Okay, so Minority Corner is where you can all come and get your pop culture take.
Plus, social commentary, news, and TV movie reactions like Avengers Endgame.
No spoilers here.
Ooh, snap.
Sometimes we dig into the vaults and we review and recap those movies you missed.
Looking at you, Halle Berry's Kidnapped.
I love how she always gives 1,000%.
Like Beyonce.
Did you see Homecoming on Netflix?
She was burning it down like the mother of dragons.
Have you seen the latest Game of Thrones?
So good. Only thing missing?
More black people.
What do you think about Mayor Pete?
Wait a minute, James.
We went on a tangent?
Yes.
Ah, well. Join us every Friday for more tangents.
On Maximum Fun.
Hi, I'm Joe Firestone.
And I'm Manolo Moreno.
And we're the hosts of Dr. Game Show, which is a podcast where we play games submitted by listeners regardless of quality or content, with in-studio guests and callers from all over the world.
And you can win a custom magnet. Subscribe now to make sure you get our next episode.
What's an example of a game, Manolo?
Pokemon or medication.
How do you play that?
You have to guess if something's a Pokemon name or a medication. First-time listener, if you want to listen to episode highlights and also know how to participate, follow Dr. Game Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
We'd love to hear from you.
It's really fun.
For the whole family. We'll be every other Wednesday starting March 13th, and we're coming to Max Fun!
Snorlax.
Pokemon?
Yes.
Nice.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist-owned, audience-supported.
They had run completely out of torpedoes, phasers, all manner of weaponry.
Okay.
And what they had begun firing was Cybertronic torsos.
Okay, that seems... So you're saying they shot out your real torso and the cyber torso.
What a story. You ever seen a game of space billiards where someone hits a ball with the cue ball and the cue ball just slams, stops right where the other ball was.
It just seems very convenient, Kor.
Hey man, you're not kidding. I mean, you want to know what I did right afterwards? Big old hand across my Cybertronic forehead and a loud phew from me. Woof, close one.
That is truly the best story I've ever heard in my
Kor,
entire life.
what part of your body is original at this point? What part
of
you?
Yeah, if you're a cyborg.
My head, arms, and legs were all still the same head, arms, and legs from the same Cybertronic org.
But
so that's
you
what
just
happened.
said okay, but you were saying that all of those had been replaced at some point.
Eyebrows.
Yeah.
His eyebrows are still original?
The real
Well,
deal.
what happened was, basically a couple years later, I found my old head, and I shaved the eyebrows off and just spackled them on there.
They are very expressive.
Waggle, waggle, waggle.
Okay.
No, yeah, no, really. They're exquisite.
So I am technically a cyborg in the sense that there is one organic part of me
You're
left.
really skirting that.
But you just
Checks
said there
out.
was a span of years where that was not the case.
Checks out for me. Checks out
Checks
for
out
me.
for AJ, checks out for me. so-
Okay, all right.
All right.
I'm Dude Quiz.
And I'm Barnacle Kisses.
And this is
Hollywood Tonight. Boom, boom, boom. It's red carpet day for the Bargarean Jade's latest movie.
That's right, but every Bargarean Jade fan is wondering, where is the Selenium Age starlet?
Here is a clip from the red carpet where there is literally no one except for a sentient piece of moss.
What's the story behind this lackluster blockbuster?
And how can a star that was once so bright and then not bright at all for a very long time, then became bright again for reasons unknown, because honestly there's probably better people out there at this moment. Remember Tiny Toots?
Well, all you Tiny Toots fans have reason to say yeah.
She's back from the dead, but just as a hollow and doing better than before.
Tiny Toots will be returning to the big screen, but this time as a hollow-only creation.
And we have a clip of that after 79 days of commercials.
We'll see you in 2.5 months.